Hi guys, and welcome to this Pick a Card tarot reading where we're going to look at how your person would react if you contacted them. I feel like in a lot of the readings that I've done on this channel, I feel like if you reached out to them, they would react really positively. And people are always like, ooh, I don't know. And this is a question that's been on my own mind a lot recently. If you know me in real life, you know that I have been thinking about contacting someone, but I'm like not sure about, how they would respond. So I wanted to do this reading for myself. And then I thought, why not do like a pick a card with it? So yeah, I'm excited to see how your person, what they might say or how they might act if you were to reach out and contact them. So there are 3 piles. Like I said, I'm just like getting moved into my new place, so I don't really have like a lot on hand. But pile number 1 is this really cute little sock monkey beanie baby that my mom gave me when I turned 16, and I always take it with me when I travel because it reminds me of her. My mom's my best friend, so that is pile number 1. Its name, if you want to know, is Socks the Sock Monkey. Its birthday is February 15th, 2011. Pile number 2 is this key, the key to my room. And then pile number 3 is this face wash that I bought from Lush on the first day of Libra season that I'm literally obsessed with. It smells so good. It's called Let the Good Times Roll. I'm obsessed with it, and that is pile number 3. So not the most like extravagant things to choose from, but take a moment to reflect on your person, what you want to tell them, or like what message you want to send them, and then let pile 1, 2, or 3 call out to you. I'll leave the timestamps in the description so you can go ahead and jump to whichever pile calls to you, and I will see you at the timestamp. Okay, hi pile 1, let's take a look and see how your person would react if you were to reach out first and contact them. So we call on any spirit guides, ancestors, any positive energies that want to communicate with us about you and this person, your connection, and the message that you want to share and their reaction to that message. To please do so in the most clear, concise, and helpful way possible so that we can get the most accurate and helpful reading possible. Okay, pile 1, how would your person react if you told them what you want to say? We have the Ace of Swords. We have the King of Cups. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we also have the Five of Cups. In the bottom of the deck, let's take a look, is the Page of Wands. Okay, so let's clarify these cards. What I'm seeing right now is that whatever you want to tell this person, with the Ace of Swords, it would be like a new thought for them, a new perspective, a new mindset. I guess it's something that they maybe wouldn't see coming, or it's just something like would be something new for them. I don't think they would be immediately opposed to the idea, but I do think they would be guarded with the King of Cups and the Four of Pentacles energy. And I think that could possibly be coming from a loss in the past with this Five of Cups. This person, I think, has suffered something in the past that's made them guarded. So whatever you want to tell them, with the Ace of Swords, I think it would, it's something new. Like it would add something new to your relationship, or it's something that they haven't considered before, Okay, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse, clarifying the Ace of Swords. And so I think they would react to that newness. Like they wouldn't initially, react with like unbridled enthusiasm. I don't think they would reject you or reject whatever you want to say, but I think they would definitely be guarded and be cautious moving forward. I think this person might be focused on their work or worried about finances with the Four of Pentacles. But this person, like deep down, they are a softie with the King of Cups energy. Okay, we have the King of Swords, clarifying the King of Cups. We have the Four of Pentacles, clarifying the Four of Pentacles. And then we have the Three of Wands in reverse, clarifying the Five of Cups. And the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. I'll show you these cards if you want to see them. The Nine of Cups in reverse, the King of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and then the Three of Wands. in reverse. So yeah, this person, they're very guarded. They have their guard up at the moment. They're quite reserved with this Nine of Cups energy. I feel like this person, this person's spending a lot of time like in their own head thinking about things, but they're not thinking about things like, you know, in a positive way. I think they're really focused on the past. They're focused on things that have gone wrong in their past. And they're, you know, worried about how things could go wrong again with you, or like, you know, just in their life. With the King of Swords, like they're thinking very logically. They're not really thinking with their emotions. The King of Cups and the King of Swords are two quite different characters, so they could have like two sides to them, or like, you know, they're like looking at this from two different sides. The King of Cups is someone, you know, that does go with the heart, where the King of Swords is someone that relies a lot on intellect, logic, and reason. He's also, look at this, got a huge sword. I don't know if you can see that really well. Sorry, this angle is like not great. I'm gonna try and find something that works better in the coming weeks, but I've missed making videos, so I wanted to film this really quickly. But he's got a huge sword. So basically, I feel like this person is like, they want to keep people at a distance, if that makes sense. Like that's what they're kind of looking for at the moment. Like they want that distance. Same with this Three of Wands in reverse. Like they're not ready to move forward. They're not ready to close the distance between the two of you, or really between themselves and anyone. Like they're stuck in this Five of Cups, Nine of Cups reverse energy, and they're not ready to come forward and you know, close the distance and get out of the past, if that makes sense. There is quite, with the King of Cups and the King of Swords, you or this person could be a water sign or an air sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We do have, again, the Four of Pentacles twice, so that's Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but there is strong cups and, oh my goodness, that's too many. There's strong cups and sword energy here. So we have Elephant in reverse. For these oracle cards, you have Elephant in reverse, Garden in reverse, and also Tracks, which says steady forward movement, direct autopilot travel on track. I think I can, one way, go the distance. Yeah, the Garden card says community, party, event, date, that's in reverse. And then Elephant says gentle, lucid dreams, focus, power, wise, supportive, trust, telepathy, and wit. So I do think this person is really in their own head at the moment. They're getting like strong, you know, dreams, but they're like stuck in the past. You know, they want to move forward, but they're having a hard time doing that. So if you were to reach out to this person and tell them what's on your mind, I don't, like, I'm not saying here that they would like reject you, but I don't, like, they wouldn't come like running straight towards you. They've got some baggage that they have to deal with still, and they're holding people at a distance, and they've got their guard up, basically. We do have Connect. Let's see if you can like see that. Connect. Let's pull one more. How would Pile of Wands person react if they were to reach out and contact? We have Anxiety. So again, I do really feel like this person wants to connect with you with the Tracks and the Connect card and the King of Cups as well. Like they have feelings and they want to connect with you, but they have a lot of anxiety about the thought of just being in relationships in general. Like that to them causes them a lot of anxiety, and they've got their guard up, basically. So I don't think that they would reject you, but I don't think that they would immediately let you in right away either, if that makes sense. They would kind of want the space a little bit. Let's pull two final oracle cards for you. We have three. So we have Fork in the Road in reverse, building blocks in reverse, and round in reverse. So a lot of reverse energy there. I'm going to go ahead and read those from the book because I like to read the reverse messages from the book. Fork in the Road says, indecision is extremely frustrating and will lead to anxiety, loss, and confusion. At this juncture, you can't remain in place without losing your way altogether. Avoid the tendency to let others choose for you, which amounts to a subtle refusal to take responsibility. Don't give your power away, not even to this oracle. By not making a choice, you are making a choice for which you must be accountable. If that choice leads to undesirable circumstances, take heart. Spirit never tires of giving you second chances. You can always start again once you've learned this valuable lesson. And building blocks says, now is the time to address the cracks in the foundation of your life. Perhaps your values have changed and it is time to strengthen your convictions and let go of the things that no longer serve the vision you have for your life. Or perhaps you chose to ignore the signs that a situation or agreement you have entered into is not right for you. Remove the rotten pieces and reinforce your core moral strength and integrity. Now is the time for rigorous honesty, for you are called to renovate and upgrade your consciousness. You will be so happy when you do. Spirit has a spectacular blueprint for your life far beyond your imagination. Don't be afraid to replace what's not solid. And Round says, are you refusing to see your own personal responsibility for repeating lessons you don't need to relearn? You have to surrender now to the fact that you are the common denominator in all these repeat performances. Be happy, for this is a wonderful spot to be in. You can now see the cycles that you wish to exit. Once you figure out that you have the power to stop going round and round, you possess the key to your freedom. Be good to yourself. It is not about blame, but accountability. You can have the abundant life filled with love and prosperity that Spirit so wants for you. So you're definitely being called to look at your own responsibility with something. Maybe, this Five of Cups energy has something to do with you. Maybe you're being asked to just take a look at your own accountability. Maybe that's why this person is so guarded with you. But how this person reacts to you, I think they'd be kind of indecisive. They have a lot of anxiety because they're guarded, and they would need time to think things through, even though they do want to connect with you. So that is what I have for pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that resonated. If it did, please feel free to comment or subscribe. If you don't want to, obviously don't worry about it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Okay, hi pile 2. If you chose the key, then welcome. This message is for you. I'm trying out a different angle for you because I really did not like the first angle, like the first pile. I'm really gonna try and find a better setup, but I've missed filming videos, so I wanted to get back into it, even if they're not perfect. Yeah, so let's go ahead and find out what your person, how they would react if you were to reach out and contact them and tell them what you have on your mind. So we invite any spirit guides, any ancestors, any positive energies that want to communicate with us about this person, your connection, and their reaction to your message, to do so in the most clear, concise, and accurate way possible so that we can get the most accurate and helpful, detailed reading possible. So for pile 2, for the person on their mind, oops, wow, cards are just sliding right out. Okay, we have the Justice card. We have the Empress and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I usually don't read this deck in reverse, so we'll see how the rest of the cards go if I choose to take those in reverse or not. Let's get one more card for how they would react if you were to tell them what's on your mind. The Knight of Wands. On the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. So you have a lot of major arcana here. So I feel like telling this person what's on your mind, telling them the message that you have for them would be a significant change, or would like it would be significant for your relationship, and it would, you know, lead to a significant change with that Wheel of Fortune. With the Eight of Pentacles and the Empress in reverse, sorry, I got a text, so I was just making sure it wasn't something that I needed to respond to right away. I'm gonna go ahead and clarify these cards because I want to see again if I want to take those in reverse or not. But like I said, there's a lot of major arcana here. With the Nine of Wands too, there's just a lot of action, a lot of change energy. So this would be significant. Whatever you want to tell them would be significant and would result in a significant change. So let's take a look and clarify and see how that change might look. We have the Seven of Pentacles, clarifying the Justice card. Clarifying the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. That one like jumped in the air, but it went back in the deck. So how will Trials 2's person respond? We have the, goodness. We have the Page of Swords clarifying the Empress. And then clarifying the Knight of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. The bottom of this deck is the Knight of Wands. So we have the Knight of Wands twice. Also, I just want to say this was on the ground when it just was on the ground and I picked it up. And I'm going to take it because I feel like it was meant to be in this. It says Cross, Destiny, Spirituality, Divine Guidance, Trials, Necessity, Conviction, Duty, Crisis, and Fate. So the vibe I'm getting from this is definitely a divinely inspired connection. This is definitely something that is being, you know, guided by fate. You were destined to meet one another, and you were destined, I think, to go through whatever it is you're going through right now. If it's like separation, or, you know, you're not like in the place where you want to be, or you're going through some kind of fight. We do have the Five of Swords in reverse here, which indicates some kind of miscommunication, some kind of argument. You know, whatever it is that you're going through, like it was meant to happen, and it's happening for a reason. I do feel like that we have a lot of action cards here. We have the Knight of Wands twice. We have the Eight of Wands, even though it's in reverse. We have the Page of Swords, communication. The Eight of Pentacles is work. Seven of Pentacles is like laying down roots, you know, starting things. The Wheel of Fortune is change. So there's a lot of action happening here, a lot of change happening here. And I feel like this person, if you were to reach out and tell them what you want to say, I think they would react quite positively. With the Justice card, obviously you're going to know your situation better than I do. But with the Justice card there, I feel like past wrongs will be righted. You know, an apology. With the Seven of Pentacles underneath, I feel like someone, you know, may have hurt the other person in this connection, but with the Seven of Pentacles energy, I think that they've been working on that. They've been working on whatever it was that, or it doesn't have to be that someone was hurt. It could have that there has been like imbalance, like one person was communicating more frequently, one person was, you know, not, you know, more invested in the connection. We do have the Libra twice with Justice and also the Empress, so I feel like balance is something that's really important here. We also have the Knight of Wands twice. We have two eights as well, so duality and balance is something that's really important here. And I feel like perhaps there was something that was out of balance with their connection in the past, but the person that was out of balance or the person that was contributing to that sense of inequality has been working on that, putting time in, and they're ready to come back and you know, rework that that sense of imbalance, and perhaps like fix that Five of Swords, you know, in reverse energy. And with the Page of Swords and the Empress, there's books. Excuse me, I'm sorry. There's books on both of these cards, so I feel like written communication could be important. There's also like a planner on that card, so maybe you're planning on like writing them a letter, writing them an email, writing them a text. There's also a phone here, so you could be like planning on calling them, but I feel like written communication is something that's big here, or just like the written word. Maybe you or they really enjoy reading, or like you met them, you know, at the library, or like at the bookstore, like in class or something like that. But this person sees you as someone that is super attractive, super alluring, and very nurturing with the Empress card. With the Page of Swords, like they're ready to fight for you, they're ready to communicate with you, and they're ready you know, to put the work into your relationship. Especially with the Knight of Wands here twice, they're ready to take action towards you to close the distance. I feel like this could be more of like a spiritual distance. Again, I feel like there is some kind of imbalance, but they're ready to close that and ready to, you know, get things on an equal footing. With this Eight of Pentacles in reverse energy here, I feel like what that is saying is they are ready to put aside other distractions. So work, you know, other things that they've been focusing on, or other things that have taken their time away from you, they're ready to put those to the side and focus on your connection and, you know, bringing the balance back to it. With the Eight of Wands in reverse, I do, again, see a lot of change here happening quite quickly, especially with the Wheel of Fortune as well. On this card, I feel like she looks kind of like forlorn and upset. So the fact that it's in reverse here tells me that it's going to be a positive change, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like what you would tell this person, it would react in a significant change in your relationship, and you would view it as a positive change with the Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. We also have Magnifying Glass in reverse and Loons in reverse. Loon says deep commitment, uncommon bonds, family, reawaken lost hopes, and manifest deep desire. And the Magnifying Glass says get more info, clarity, research documents, examine the fine print, and important details. So I think what that is saying to me is that you don't need more information. I know sometimes when I mention that I'm thinking about contacting someone, and I'm always like, well, if only I knew like this about them, or if I only knew like what, you know, what they were doing, or like what they were, you know, what they like really thought back then, if I only like, you know, got more information, then I would feel more comfortable reaching out. And I think what that is saying is that you don't need that extra info. You have all the info that you need to reach out right now and to let them know what you're thinking. Because I am getting a very positive vibe from this. I do think that this person would react positively, and that it would result in a positive change for your relationship. So let's pull a few more oracle cards. We have Romance. And you can see here too, there's like two hands like coming together. Again, the balance, like coming back into union, coming back into excuse me, a sense of equality, a sense of balance. And then one fell on the floor. I keep doing that. Power. So, you know, reestablishing a sense of power, perhaps taking your own power back. And again, I'm getting the strong sense that, you know, balance is being restored here. So whether that was like a hurt that's going to be wronged, whether that was like someone that wasn't communicating as much as the other person, like, you know, that sense of inequality will be righted if you were to reach out and let them know, you know, what's on your mind. I do want to mention too, with the Knight of Wands twice here, this person very much, you or this person, but I feel like this person could be a fire sign, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or a air sign with the Page of Swords, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Again, we do have Libra twice with the Justice and the Empress card, so air energy is like very present, as well as fire energy. So you or they could be an air or fire sign. Let's take a final oracle card and see how this person would react if you were to tell them what's on your mind. We have Between Worlds and Chaos and Conflict in reverse. So the Between Worlds card talks about how it can be scary when you're in between worlds because you don't know what's coming next. But this card asks you, instead of being nervous, like, oh my goodness, you know, if you're like, oh my goodness, you know, anything could happen if I message them, like, you know, I don't know what they're gonna say, like, anything could happen. This card asks you, instead of being nervous, to say, okay, like, anything could happen, and to take a positive outlook, almost like a childlike wonder kind of look on it, and that will help you manifest, you know, a positive outcome. You can see on this card, though, that it's moving from gray to blue, so again, changes, and a positive change, you're moving from gray into this, like, happy, positive energy. So I do really feel like, you know, reaching out and telling this person would result in a very positive change for a lot of you. And this Chaos and Conflict card in reverse talks about how this is the moment to focus on yourself, that even though, like, there's a lot going on, you have everything that you need in this moment to make what you want to happen. So again, now is a good time to focus on positive manifestation, positive visualization, and focusing on that childlike wonder of, like, anything can happen, you know, and that will lead to anything can happen, you know, this person coming back into your life and a really positive change happening to your relationship. So that is what I have for pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful and that it resonated in some way. If it did resonate, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe if you want to. Obviously, if you don't want to, no worries. But yeah, thank you so much for watching again, and have a great day. Okay, hi, pile number 3. If you chose the face mask, then welcome. This message is for you. This is also the pile that I chose for myself. I'm not going to let that influence the reading at all, but I'm very curious to know what this pile has to say. So let's take a look and see how our people are going to react if we tell them the message that we are thinking about letting them know. So we invite any spirit guides, any ancestors, any positive energies that want to communicate with us about this connection, about how this person would react if we were to reach out and contact them, to do so in the most clear, concise, detailed, and accurate way possible, so that we can get the most helpful, detailed, and accurate reading possible. Excuse me, I keep dropping them on the floor. So we have the King of Swords that came out. How for pile 3, how would their person react if they were to contact them? We have the Two of Wands. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, first and foremost, we're going to clarify these cards, but what I'm seeing from these, let's take a look at the bottom of the deck too. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of longing here with the King of Swords and the Two of Wands. So I feel like you and this person may not be in communication right now, or maybe physical distance separating you, or you may, again, just not be like speaking to this person or communicating with them right now. The King of Swords, I feel like you can see that guy who's looking at the woman who's looking away, and then with this Two of Wands card, there's hands reaching out on both sides, there's flames on both sides. So I feel like you and this person are both mutually thinking a lot about one another. With the Two of Wands card, there's a flame on both sides, which that's kind of like my twin flame card for this deck. And it also tells me that there's still a passion on both sides. Like, it's not one-ended, it's mutual. You both want to reach out. You're both like watching, thinking about the other one. But there is like some kind of obstacle between the two of you, whether that be real, you know, in the past, or imagine it feels like there's an obstacle between the two of you, but you want to reach out past that, and you both are thinking about the other one. With the King of Cups and the Ten of Cups, I think that this person would initially be guarded. Like, I think they'd be maybe taken aback by the message, because again, I feel like you're not in communication. So if you were to contact them, it'd be a little bit like, okay, like out of the blue, like they've been wanting it so much for so long that when they get it, it's like, wow, you know, like they just weren't expecting it. So I think they'd be a little bit guarded. But with this Ten of Cups, I do feel like, you know, it would bring them a lot of joy and happiness. And it looks like they would be able to, if you can see, there's like two little anchors on top of the cup there. They'd be able to put those anchors down and offer you that cup with the Ten of Cups following the King of Cups. But let's clarify these cards and see if we can get any additional messages. We have two kings here, the King of Swords and the King of Cups. So this person could have strong air or water energy, or you could in their chart. We have the Two of Wands as well. Let's take a look and see what the other tarot cards are, but the court cards are usually people for me. So the King of Swords or the King of Cups, this person could be an air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, one or the other. Or, you know, it doesn't have to be that sun sign. That could be like their Venus sign, especially because this could be related. I feel like it is kind of related to love with this Two of Wands card here. It doesn't have to be, but it could be for a lot of you. Let's take a look. Clarifying the King of Swords, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Clarifying the Two of Wands, we have the Two of Pentacles. Clarifying the King of Cups, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And clarifying the Ten of Cups, we have the Death card in reverse. On the bottom of the deck is Justice. Okay, so there is like a strong sense with all the twos here. There's a strong sense of a decision that must be made or balance, especially with the Justice card at the bottom of the deck. And you can see here, there is a blindfold on this card, the Two of Swords card, and also on the Justice card. But this woman is peeking through the blindfold. So I feel like with the Two of Swords reversed underneath the King of Swords, this person is thinking a lot about you, and I feel like, again, there's some kind of decision here that must be made, and this person, like they're, I feel like, illusioned in some way, like they're not, you know, seeing things clearly with the blindfold, and they're just refusing to make that decision. Like they're thinking about contacting you, but with the Two of Swords in reverse, they're just not doing it. With the Two of Pentacles underneath the Two of Wands, this person is juggling something, and you can yeah, this person I think has a lot going on right now. You know, maybe school, work, family, job, you know, just a lot of things. And you can see there's a cat that's gonna jump on there and disrupt. She's like balancing, she's got these two things, and then the cat's gonna jump on and kind of disrupt it. And so I think that that would be your message to them. Like, you know, they're kind of balancing right now. They've got, you know, it all figured out. They've got a lot going on, but like they, you know, they know how to handle it. But you messaging them or you telling them what's on their mind would kind of just throw them for a loop. Again, I feel like they would be really caught off guard by the message. They like would not see it coming. They wouldn't expect it. And with the Six of Pentacles reversed under the King of Cups, I feel like they would not be super, you know, super generous, I guess, or super, like I feel like you wouldn't get a super warm welcome at first. Like they would be, I think, almost like startled is kind of the thing I'm getting, like from this cat. And they would immediately put their guard and be like, okay, like what's going on? You know, like what is this? Six of Pentacles is all about generosity and giving. And again, you can see, I feel like for this pile, giving and taking, or, you know, balance, equality is a really big part of this relationship. And I feel like this person, if you were to contact them, at least at first, they would kind of maybe revert back to their old ways. So if, you know, you didn't, this person like didn't contact you as much as like you wanted them to, or they didn't give you what you needed them to, I don't know if they would necessarily give you that, you know, what you need, if they would be able to fix that right away. Like I feel like the relationship would still be kind of unbalanced, especially because the Two of Pentacles is balanced out, but the cat's gonna jump on it and disrupt it. So I don't know if it would be a super balanced communication, at least right away. It's possible that in the future things would balance out a little bit, but I think at least when you contact this person, they're going to be guarded, and they are going to have, you know, they're not going to give you what you want right away, basically. With the Death card in reverse, so that's more water energy, that's Scorpio. And I'm drawn to here, there's like a tie that's being cut here, and so I really do feel like with the Two of Wands, the King of Swords, like you and this person are really connected mentally or spiritually. And so with this Death card in reverse, if it were upright, I feel like that would represent that tie being cut, being severed, like the connection between the two of you ending. But because it is in reverse, I do feel like, you know, the connection is remaining. Oops. Oh my goodness, if they keep falling onto the ground, I'm gonna go insane. I'm gonna go insane. Oh no, I don't want to like show my face, but I just did. Whoops. And I look terrible today. Okay, we have light bulb, aha moment, discovery, breakthrough, reveal, realize, enlightenment, invention, epiphany. Ooh, and also third person. Another person involved, someone else's influence, outside party, rival, love, stranger. Let's get one more oracle card. There are 3 people on this card as well. So that could be why this person is guarded too. For some of you, this person may have someone else, even though they're thinking a lot about you. This person may be in a relationship with someone else. And that too, I kind of got that vibe with all of the twos. Like there's a decision to be made, there's something that needs to be juggled. And I feel like for a lot of you, this person may be with someone else right now. For a lot of you, I think you're asking about a man because there's 2 women on this card, so. Yeah, it says love triangle. Okay, let's get one more. How would this person react? We have fish in reverse. So resources, finances, investments, prosperous, money, income, commerce, multiply at large quantity. So again, same with like the 6 of Pentacles energy. I feel like they would hold back from you. They would not be generous. They would not, you know, go the extra mile for you when you reach out. And I feel like they would be, again, caught off guard. And they would just be, but for some of you, I do feel like if this person is with someone else, like they've been thinking about you this whole time. And so when you contact them, it's like that light bulb moment, like, okay, I need to cut ties with this other person and like move back with this other one, like with you, if that makes sense. Because there are a lot of 2s here, so I feel like you guys really are twin flame or soulmate connection. Okay, we have forgive. Oops. Oh my god, I'm gonna go insane because they keep going on the ground. We have self-doubt. And let's get one more. I do feel like this person, with all the blindfolds, like they're not seeing themselves, they're not seeing the situation clearly. With the forgiveness, I do feel like there was some kind of hurt in the past here, and perhaps reaching out and telling them will allow that to, you know, that forgiveness to happen. And that could be, you know, I'm getting 2 messages here. Let me get one more oracle card, but I feel like there's 2 groups here. So for group 1, reaching out and contacting this person is going to give you an aha moment where you're going to be able to forgive them. You're going to be able to look past. I feel like this, whatever happened between you and this person may have made you, yeah, we have rest. may have made you question yourself or, feel bad about yourself. And so contacting this person is going to be able to let you forgive them, be it an aha moment where you can kind of cut the ties between the two of you, get rid of that self-doubt and rest and find someone better. And for others of you, I feel like contacting them is going to be able to bring the two of you, why does it keep going on the ground? Bring the two of you back together. Where did it even go? Oh my god. But either way, it's gonna contacting them was gonna result in a positive outcome. Okay, we have Go the Distance in reverse, and I'm just gonna pick one because I'm sick of them going on the ground. And we also have Time to Go. So I'm gonna read these from the book. So I like to read the reverse messages from the book. And Go the Distance in reverse says, do you feel as if you've been wandering in the desert now for ages and ages and nothing is happening? When you conjure up the image of a desert, you picture parched lips, sunburned skin, and mirages. But there is more to it than that. Amid the hot sands are creatures with resilient spirits, tough skins, and the willingness to burrow deep underground for water so that they may thrive. This is a time of developing survival skills and resilience. You are learning how to conserve your strength, and in this temporary time of austerity, it's wise to be selective about where you expend your energy. Listen to the call of your soul because it will never lead you astray. This is an important time for letting go of what's not important. And Time to Go says, it's over, or at the very least, the form this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. This doesn't mean anything is lost. Although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract, it is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. So again, I am getting the sense that there's two groups here. Group one, contacting this person is going to lead to you getting back, or going to lead to you forgiving this person and being able to, let go of them in your life and then be able to move on to bigger and better things. For others of you, it's going to lead to a rekindling of your relationship. But I feel like only you will be able to tell, which group you're in. But either way, contacting them is going to be able to give you closure, and it's just it's gonna result in a positive thing either way. So that's what I had for pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful in some way. If any of that resonated, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe if you want to. Obviously, if you don't want to, don't worry about it. But yeah, once again, thank you for watching and have a great day.